Welcome to episode 12 of Reverse the Relapse. This episode is for all of the overthinkers out there. And today we are unpacking why overthinking will keep you fat. You're in the right place if you're ready to stop the sabotage and weight regain post-weight loss surgery and start losing again. Hi, I'm Georgie Beames. I'm a psychologist who specializes in the area of emotional eating, sabotage, and weight regain for weight loss surgery patients. I work both in a weight loss surgery clinic as well as supporting women online to reverse the relapse. I honestly believe that psychology should be a mandatory part of everyone's weight loss surgery journey. Your body has had an upgrade to version 2.0 after surgery, but your mind has been operating at version 1.0. You're here to update your mind to match your body and get back on your weight loss path, and I'm here to help you. So I work with a lot of clients who are very successful in their career and other areas of their life. They're in control in these areas and they feel very confident and very competent. However, they feel out of control with their eating and their weight. So it's like they're successful and in control in all areas of their life, but they feel like a failure when it comes to eating and their weight. And what happens is they have been trying to apply the same strategies that made them successful in their career, home life, relationships, etc., to their eating. However, in reality, they end up losing more and more control, leading to more and more weight gain. So why is this? This is exactly what we're going to unpack in this episode today. So these women describe themselves as overthinkers and perfectionists, with some all or nothing thinking thrown in the mix there too. Now, I used to be like this as well, so I can relate personally because I've been there, and now I help women professionally with this area in my one-on-one sessions. So on the one hand, these women are highly competent, successful, and confident when it comes to career and other areas of their life. But in the area of eating and weight, they're out of control and feel like a failure. So what I find is that the women I work with are living their life in their head. Now, let me know if this sounds like you. They're analyzing, they're intellectualizing, they're planning, they're doing, they're busy. This is all about control and being in control. Now, they believe that if they apply these same strategies to eating and weight, because these same strategies are working well for them in other areas of their life, that they'll feel in control over their eating and weight, and therefore they'll be successful rather than feeling like a failure and skinny. So they think that being out of control with their eating and their weight is the problem, right? So they come to me saying, help me, I'm out of control with eating and my weight and I want more control. So this is the problem. The problem is that I'm out of control in this area. But it's actually not the problem. The real problem is they are being too controlled in all other areas of their life, and it's unbalanced, and it's got to come out somewhere, because being too controlled in one part of your life will lead to being out of control in another part of your life. So you can be in control at home and out of control with eating and weight. You can be in control in your career but out of control in eating and your weight. So what you think is the problem actually isn't the problem. Control isn't the goal. The more you try to be in control, the more you will end up losing control with eating and your weight. So it's having the opposite outcome of what you truly want. You can't fix your eating and weight by thinking about it all the time, being in your head, the analyzing, the intellectualizing, etc. You can't think your way out of this. It's actually the overthinking that's the issue. The overthinking and the trying to be in control is actually a broken strategy. Because if you really think about it, and it really worked for you, you wouldn't even be here. You wouldn't have needed surgery in the first place because you would have already been in a smaller body. You get that, right? Now, you're probably asking, well, Georgie, if overthinking and control is a broken strategy, tell me, what do I do now, right? I don't know what else to do. I don't know any other way of being and approaching this. So anytime you are in your head with the overthinking, you are in what I call doing mode. You're in your head, you're analyzing the to-dos, the planning, the calculations, etc. The key to change is actually to do less and to be more. So after all, we are called human beings for a reason and not human doings, right? We are probably very, very good at the human doings, but it's the human beings. This is the area that needs to be worked on. And here's the difference. When you are in doing mode, you're in your head pretty much 100% of the time. As I said, the lists, the overcommitting, the overfunctioning, the rules, the planning, etc. This is all about being externally focused, being busy, achieving, being successful, being acknowledged, etc. It's all externally based. When you are being, your awareness is in your body. So you're not in your head, you're in your body. This is probably very unfamiliar for many of you. And you're actually connected with yourself a lot more, and you're connected with your feelings, and you're in the present moment. And this feels really good. It actually is relaxing. Now, when you are being, this is all about being internally focused. It's actually just about being you and not having that pressure of all the external stuff. Doing is an avoidance strategy. Essentially, anytime you are doing all the things, like living your life in your head, being busy, running around, all externally based, you are actually running away from yourself. If you stay overthinking, it will keep you fat because you're using a broken strategy. The overthinking keeps you in this avoidance mode, again, running away from yourself, and this keeps you fat. Because you avoid your feelings. You're avoiding your feelings. You're disconnected from the stress, the anger, the sadness, the overwhelm, the pressure, the responsibility, etc. by eating. And if you want to have a positive relationship with food and your weight, it must come from connection, not avoidance. So it must come from being, not doing. And when you are in the mode of being, we have this, like I said, this connection with ourselves. This really is the way forward for you. But most women try to avoid being because at first it's very uncomfortable, because you will feel things that you have avoided feeling for maybe even your whole life. And that's because all of your feelings and your self-worth and everything else is stored in your body. And it's scary. It can seem scary at the start to connect to this and connect to these feelings, because avoidance mode is your comfort zone. It's your default. But staying comfortable means you are in your comfort zone, and you can't actually change when you're in your comfort zone either. So you have to have a choice around, do I want to continue with this broken strategy, which hasn't served me, however, it's keeping me in my comfort zone? Or do I want to dip my little pinky toe into this new water and try this way of being, even though it might feel a little bit uncomfortable at first? So that's the first question I want you to ask yourself. Am I okay with tolerating some discomfort, knowing that it's going to take me closer to where I truly want to go? So I say to my clients, how would you feel if you had no distractions around you? So there was no one around, no phone, no social media, no TV on, no music. You sat on the couch and you just got out of your head and into your body and just started to be, what might come up for you? So this is your transformation takeaway. This is your homework. Get out of your head, go to your body. Just spend 5 minutes, just 5 minutes out of your life, right? It's worth it. It's a little experiment. Be curious. Get out of your head, no distractions, go to the couch, and I want you to tune into your body and go to your feelings. And just see how that feels. Focus on being. Get out of your head. And I want you to think about and just reflect on what might you learn about yourself? And what feelings might you be sitting with that you keep pushing down with food? So this is the first step on your path to change. So I would love to hear from you in terms of what comes up. So please come to my free group, Food Freedom, and share with me how this little experiment goes and what your experience has been. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next episode. If you loved the content in this podcast, you have to come and check out my one-on-one coaching program. We work together for 3 months to get you back in control and change your relationship with food for good. Now, I only have limited places available every month. So go to my website and click Work With Me. That's www.georgiebeames.com. See you over there.